Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. Good. Oh, hello from Freehold. Hello, Freehold. Hey, Gracie. Gosh, my nails look like doo-doo. I really need to get my nails done. I keep saying that. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Coffee Talk. So today is my 10-year wedding anniversary. And I thought on my 10-year wedding anniversary, I would share with you what I have learned after 10 years of being married to the same man. In no particular order, especially because I have not written them down. Okay. The first thing that I have learned about marriage is anything that you thought, any problems or issues you had with your man before you got married, that you thought marriage would somehow work out or correct, will only be magnified by the fact that you are now financially and faithfully bound to this human being. Hi, Laura. Okay, let me say that again. Any problems or issues you have with your man before you get married will only be magnified by the fact that you are now financially and faithfully bound to this man. What does that mean, Jamie? That sounds very fancy. It means that any issue you have with your man when he's your boyfriend or your fiance and you think, well, once we're married, I'm sure he'll change. I'm sure he won't do that. He will absolutely do, and you will be financially and faithfully bound to him. So you will have no choice but to deal with it. Okay? Number 2. Number 2. Sex is not great because you're married. Let me say it again. I feel like I'm giving a spelling test. Sex is not great because you're married. Sex, like any random Tuesday, is only great if you decide to make it great. That's the truth. Plenty of married people are having boring vanilla sex. Sex is only great if you make it great. Marriage does not magically make sex great. It's not a thing. Okay? Not a thing. Right? Number 3. Okay? Number 3. Sometimes you will express to your spouse exactly what you need. Exactly. With a Venn diagram and a PDF with a fucking presentation. And they still won't get it. Sometimes in marriage, you will express exactly what you need from them. Okay? Okay? And you still won't get it. It's part of marriage, guys. Like when you ask for 2 sweet potatoes. Yeah. You write it on a piece of paper. 2 sweet potatoes. And you get Cajun sweet potato wedges. That's marriage, folks. One time I had my period and I asked Michael to pick up pads and he went to Office Depot and bought me a pack of legal pads. And that is a fact. I said to him, do you want me to shove some college ruled note paper up my hoo-ha? Because I'm not really sure what you want me to do with this, but thanks. Okay. Number 4. You will be frustrated that your husband at times is a better father than he is husband. But you will hate him if he is not a good father. And it is much easier to live with frustration than it is with hate. So on the days that he is a better father than he is husband, and it frustrates you, I want you to remember these words. You would hate him if he was not a good father. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. Your husband is a package deal. He comes with parents and siblings, cousins, things like that. They come with him. And any sort of negative trickle-down effect they have had on your husband also comes with him. So if you meet a man who says, I hate my mother, that comes with him. That comes with him. If you meet a man who says, I need to spend every single other weekend and every Wednesday night and sometimes Mondays and on an occasional Thursday with my dad because we have this thing, that all comes with him. Okay? So you just got to know, you marry the man, don't let him fool you. They tell you you marry the man, but you don't marry the family. That is horseshit. You marry the family, the in-laws, the brother-in-laws, the sister-in-law. It's all part of it. It's all part of it. Don't let them fool you. If they got a crazy family, you marry in a crazy family. I'm just letting you know. Don't let them lie to you. Would I lie to you? Yes, I believe you would. Yes, I actually believe you would. Jamie would not. So now I know what's up. Okay? Okay. Number 6. There are things that you will believe after being married to you for X amount of years that your husband should know about you. You will go, that's weird. We've been married for 8 years. You would think that my husband would know blankety blank. Guess what? He doesn't. He doesn't know it. He may know it momentarily when you told him 7 years ago. He knew it at that dinner when you shared it with him at that moment. He does not know it 7 years later when you need him to know it in the closet, when you're on the ground crying because of X, Y, and Z, and you go, but I told you 7 years ago. No, he does not know. The things you expect your husband to know about you, he doesn't. He doesn't know. You have to keep telling him, okay? You have to keep telling him. You cannot expect him to be a mind reader. Men will fail every time, okay? I learned that the hard way. Every single Halloween, I would wake up. The first 5 years of my marriage, Michael would come into the room and I would be in tears. And he would go, why are you crying? And I would go, because it's Halloween. And he would go, I don't get it. My dad died on Halloween. Oh, right. Okay, babe, I'm so sorry. Next Halloween. Why are you crying? Because it's Halloween. Oh, you don't like Halloween? Because my dad died on Halloween. Oh, right. The next year. Why are you crying? It's not humanly possible that you don't understand at this point why I'm crying. But you hate Halloween? I started to feel like Jackie on Roseanne. Dad's dead. Dad's dead. Dad's fine. He sends his love. Do not expect your man to remember about anything. They don't. I don't know what number I'm on. 6 maybe? Number 6 maybe? Do not assume that your husband wants you to participate in his hobbies. Okay? Get your own hobbies. Do not assume that your husband, who loves to play golf, now that you are married, wants you to run out and buy a cute golf outfit and join him on the golf course. More than likely, he does not want you to do that. He does not want you to do that. Do not assume that now because you are married, your husband wants his hobbies and your hobbies to merge. Most men like independent women. They do not want that. They want their own hobbies, and they want you to have, okay, number 7, fine. And they want you to have your own hobbies, okay? All of a sudden, don't just show up on the golf course. He will be mortified, and he will think, oh my God, how quickly can we get divorced? This is awful. Why is she wearing a golf outfit? Now, if you want to wear a schoolgirl outfit or some sort of like hot for teacher outfit when you're home alone in private, like I'm going to do tonight, that's perfectly acceptable. But do not put a golf outfit on and all of a sudden assume because you're married now that the two of you must then play golf together. This is not good. Just like I don't want Michael showing up at like Nordstrom, right? Like I don't want to be looking for shoes and have Michael standing behind me going, those look like they would hurt your feet. Like back up and get out of my hobby. Okay? Get out of my hobby. Okay. Number 8. Who you married is exactly who you married. Okay? Who you married, this might be the most important one I'm ever going to tell you in any coffee talk about marriage for my whole life. Who you married is exactly who you married. Jamie, what do you mean? Of course I know that. Do you? Do you? Because if you, let me keep it clean. Jamie, keep it clean. If you marry a man who does not stick up for you when you and his mother disagree, when he says things like, I am going to just stay out of it and you and my mother have to work it out. If you think because you marry him that he will suddenly become an avenger and go to battle for you, fair maven, against his mother because you've been married, you are out of your mind. Out of your mind. And then you will become an avenger and you will become Dr. David Banner. And when he doesn't take your side, you will turn green and rip your clothes off like the Hulk and smash it all over the house like a lunatic. Because you can't believe that the man that you went on a wedding diet for and didn't eat for 2 weeks before you walked down the aisle so you could look hot in your dress and have hot wedding sex that you'll probably never have again, but whatever, that's a different coffee talk, right? Is not sticking up for you against the woman who pushed him out of her loins and raised him. Yeah, that's real. Who you married is who you married. You can't get mad at him 5 years later when he is the man you married 5 years before. Let me tell you that, ladies. Let me tell you that's real. You cannot look at him 5 years into the marriage and say, but I thought that after I'm the mother of your children, I thought, nope. Thought it was a fart and shit itself. That's not his problem. That's your problem. Ain't nobody told you to go around thinking that because you had a bunch of his babies, that would somehow change who he was and how he was going to treat his mama and blase, blase, blah. No. You got to know who you married. And it's not just about mothers, okay? If your man does not compliment your cooking when you guys are engaged, you make him food. If you're the type of person who needs verbal affirmation and you cook, you spend hours cooking and you give him a plate of food and he starts eating and he doesn't say, oh my God, babe, it's amazing. If he's just the guy that eats because you gave him the food, don't think that because you marry him, suddenly he's going to be like, babe, this food is banging. I mean, girl, your cooking is like, whoa, like my mind. No, it's not going to happen. That's not a thing. Okay. If you're engaged to him and he throws his clothes on the floor next to the hamper and you believe that because you've married him, he's going to start putting his clothes in the hamper, you played yourself. You played yourself. Men are very good at showing you who they are. When he shows you who he is, believe him, because that's who you are marrying. Okay? Okay. So if you're the girl that wants the thumb in the butt, right? But homeboy is not interested when you're engaged, don't think that because it's your 10-year anniversary, you're going to get the thumb in the butt, because you're not. That's not what homeboy's into. And he's not going to be into it suddenly because you married him. It's not a thing. Okay. What number am I on? I think I'm on 9. Now, guys, listen, of course there's exception to every rule. Here will come the wives who go, that's not my husband. We got married and now he hates his mama. You're the exception, not the rule. And you're not doing 25-year-olds any favor by being like, girl, my husband and I got married and I got a golf outfit and now we are going on the PGA couples tour. Stop it. You're the exception, not the rule. Stop it with your PGA touring ass. Okay, now, number 9. What is the number 9th thing that I have learned? Let me think about marriage. Oh, okay. It is not the marriage certificate that keeps you together in the hard times. I want you to know that. Divorce is always an option. You can always get out. People go, oh, you're married, you can't get out. It's not a horror movie. Like, you could get it out. You could get out. There is always an out. Marriage is a choice every day. And I'm going to tell you guys a secret that nobody else is, okay? My brother's trying to call me and he's ruining Coffee Talk. And if he calls me again, I'm disowning him and I will not come to his wedding in September. So David, if you're watching, stop calling during Coffee Talk or I will have to cut you. Now, I lost my train of thought. Marriage is a choice, and I'm going to tell you a secret that nobody wants me to tell you. Especially from a woman. Women are not allowed to say this, but I'm going to say it. Monogamy is not a natural thing. Okay? It's not. And I get it. You guys know I love my creator, and people want to say to me, Jamie, God created, we're supposed to be with one person, and it's a whole... Stop it. Stop it. Only dolphins and penguins are monogamous, and everybody knows it. I think lobsters too. Monogamy is not natural. It's just not. Monogamy, marriage, it's all a choice. It is a choice to get up every day and go, today I don't really feel like doing this. I don't feel like I don't want to wife you through this today. I don't want to wife today, okay? Like, I don't feel like wifing, but you know what? You have to do it. It's a choice. It's a choice. You're not bound. Yes, it's a contract, but like with any contract, there's always an out. Don't let people fool you. Like, well, you're married now, you're stuck for the rest of your life. So like, if it feels like you're trapped in darkness forever, well, it's like breakout. You can't find the door. No, you can find the door. You can get out. You have to choose to stay, even in the darkness. And there's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of light. There's a lot of love. But you got to choose to stay. That is just a fact. And number 10, what I have learned about marriage is that no two marriages are the same. Shannon Vanford, you are welcome to go. Not every Coffee Talk is for everybody. And I'm not negative. I'm madly in love and I'm celebrating my 10-year anniversary today. I'm not angry. Are you guys cracking me up? Because I'm not angry. Real talk. I'm not angry. I'm just sharing what I've learned over 10 years of being married. Would you guys prefer that I go, okay, 10 things I've learned about marriage It's amazing. I'm amazing. Michael's amazing. The sex is amazing. He is perfect. I am perfect. And marriage is perfect. Because that's crap. The 10th thing I've learned about marriage is that no two marriages are the same. And what works for the next person, even somebody you love, even somebody that you think you have a lot in common with, like your sister or your best friend, what works for them and will not always work for you. And you have to manage your marriage in a way that works best for you. That is the truth. If you want to stay and everybody else in the world tells you to leave, stay. If you want to leave and everybody else in the world tells you to stay, leave. Marriage only works if it works for you. That is the truth. Not if it works for your priest. Not if it works for your parents. Not even if it only works for him. Marriage only works if it works for you. And no two marriages are the same. You could take 10 couples and put them through the same heartache, and I guarantee that all 10 of them have different outcomes. So whatever's happening in your home and in your marriage, you just focus on you and what is best for you. Don't look outside at what your neighbors or your friends or your parents or anybody else are doing or saying. Because even if you look at Jane across the street and go, well, Jane went through this and this is what Jane did. Well, that won't always work for you. Marriages are like snowflakes. There really is no two the same. So today, I am going to work half a day, and then I'm going to sneak off to a hotel and meet my husband, because I am a big married whore and I love it. So for those of you brave enough to share this one on your page, I hope you will, because I think there's people that need to hear it. There's a share button right there, and you can just share it and go, hey, want to know 10 things this crazy chick learned about marriage? Check her out. I appreciate you, and I love you like I do every day. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for sharing my video. And if you want your husband to watch, just put it on and let it play while he's in the room. He'll start listening, because he just will. Jennifer Parker, thank you for sharing this video. Tabitha, thank you for sharing it. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I love you so much today. Have a great day.